Pierre Auguste Renoir's The Farm at Les Collettes, Cagnes is a landscape painting that strongly reflects the artistic deepening of his later years and his profound affection for the natural beauty of southern France. This work is one of a series of landscapes painted between 1908 and 1914, depicting the Les Collettes farm, located in the hilly area of Cagnes-sur-Mer on the French Riviera. Renoir purchased the estate in 1907 and moved there the following year to escape the bustle of Paris. This painting represents a pinnacle of Renoir's late landscape expression and is also the fruit of his lifelong pursuit of translating light and air into pictorial form. In the early 1900s, Renoir suffered significant physical limitations due to the progression of rheumatoid arthritis. His limbs became contracted, and he was confined to a wheelchair, but his passion for painting never waned. On his doctor's advice, he sought a warmer climate and purchased the Les Collettes farm in Cagnes in 1907. The location, blessed with warm Mediterranean breezes and abundant natural beauty, was ideal both for his convalescence and for artistic creation. Les Collettes was a tranquil place featuring orchards of olive and orange trees and offered sweeping views of the serene Mediterranean and inland mountain ranges. Captivated by the surrounding nature, Renoir began focusing on landscape painting alongside his portrait work in the early 1910s. The farm at Les Collettes emerged from this period, showcasing radiant sunlight across the canvas, gentle colors, and a vivid expression of the air's movement. One of the most striking features of the farm at Les Collettes is a visual curtain created by the olive trees placed in the foreground. These trees, positioned between the artist and the landscape, lead the viewer's gaze inward and gently envelop the farmhouse, forming a cohesive composition. This structuring technique was favored by Renoir in his later years and has been linked to the spatial constructions employed by Paul Cézanne, an artist who greatly influenced him. Cézanne used trees and foreground elements to unify spatial depth with pictorial flatness, and similarly, Renoir sought to bring harmony to his canvases by interpreting natural forms in both decorative and constructive ways. The trunks and branches of the olive trees are rendered with soft brushstrokes and rhythmic clarity, resonating with the structure of the building and the surrounding terrain. At the center of the composition, a farmhouse with a red-tiled roof and white walls stands prominently. While the building is not depicted in meticulous detail, it possesses a strong presence, bringing a sense of calm and stability to the painting. Around it, lush greenery from olive and fruit trees thrives, conveying a sense of the farm's vibrant life. At the heart of Renoir's art lay the expression of a light. As one of the founders of Impressionism, he had long been passionate about capturing fleeting moments of light. Even in his later years, this fascination remained undiminished and, under the bright southern sun, evolved into a new dimension. In this painting, the intense sunlight of the Mediterranean reflects off olive leaves, casts soft shadows on the farmhouse walls, and infuses the entire scene with luminous, transparent color. The greens are not uniform but layered with various tones, yellow-green, blue-green, gray-green, appealing to the viewer's senses through air and light. The red of the roof, the brown earth, and the blue sky all shine in harmony with adjacent hues, fully showcasing Renoir's distinctive sense of color. Another noteworthy aspect is the way the boundaries between colors softly blend, yet each form remains intact. This signifies that Renoir's brushstrokes serve not merely to replicate observed nature, but to generate rhythm and atmosphere across the canvas. His painting no longer aims to faithfully reproduce nature, but to reconstruct its richness and poetic essence through the language of art. The landscape expression seen in the farm at Les Collettes goes beyond mere depiction of nature, taking on the character of an ideal land that fuses visual pleasure with spiritual peace. This contrasts with Renoir's earlier works, where he painted fashionable urban figures in vibrant social scenes. It reflects a stage in his life where, burdened by age and illness, he had reached a place of inner serenity. Moreover, in this work, the contours of forms appear blurred, and the structure of the subjects seems gently dissolved. This tendency anticipates developments in 20th-century painting, such as abstraction and constructivism. While Renoir himself was not an avant-garde artist, his use of color and form influenced the evolution of modern art. Artists like Henri Matisse and Pablo Picasso drew inspiration from Renoir's late works, particularly in their treatment of color planes and spatial design. The farm at Les Collettes symbolizes the tranquility and abundance of Renoir's final years. Within its sun-drenched landscape of southern France are woven a deep maturity and refined artistry. For Renoir, nature had become more than an object of observation, it was a companion in breath and harmony. His brush transcended the boundaries of color and form, depicting wind, light, and life itself. Now housed in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, this painting offers viewers an immersive sense of calm and enveloping space, conveying the quiet strength and beauty of Renoir's landscape paintings. It is more than a visual record, it is a crystallization of the artist's profound dialogue with nature that arose from the depths of his soul.